What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. So my last video was on the state of North Dakota. I uploaded the reasons not to move to North Dakota and instantly got requests to do a video about its neighboring state, Montana. One subscriber in particular named Sarah went a little overboard. She spent the better part of Saturday asking me to do a Montana list. Since I don't want to see Sarah blow a gasket, I thought I'd better knock out a Montana video. So here's my top 10 reasons not to move to Montana. Number 10. Winter. Winter gets bad in Montana. I'm not talking about that you might need a thick coat type winter. I'm talking about the make sure we have enough firewood so we don't die type winter. The winters in Montana have been known to send newcomers packing. It's like one winter and they're done. That whole big move to Montana, that dream is over. They head back to Florida. Number 9. It's big and small. Montana is big and the people are spread out. Sometimes your neighbors might be miles away if you're not in town. But at the same time, it seems small because everyone seems to know each other. And they get all up in your business. And that's according to my friend Chris, who was born and raised right outside of Billings. He said everyone knows everything about each other. You just know everyone, even though the state is big. Number 8. Survival skills. Getting snowed in or your car breaking down in the snow are two things you really have to worry about during a Montana winter. Now, if you're living in town, getting snowed in sucks. Yeah, but if you don't live in town, you're living out on the outskirts, it could probably kill you. My friend Kelly, who's another lifelong Montana resident, said keeping supplies in your home for like a week in case there's a serious blizzard or something like that is a must. And he said also keep a couple days of supplies in your car, like in the trunk or someplace, just in case you break down the snow, because it could sometimes be a couple days before someone finds you. Number 7. More cows than people. That's a fact. Montana has about 3 times as many cows as people. Now, maybe if you're from Montana or Texas or someplace like that, that's not amazing to you, but us folks that live in cities, that's mind-blowing. Number 6. You could get eaten on a hike. This is another fact. They have grizzly bears in Montana. If you go for a hike, you could actually meet one of these super predators along the path. Couple quick facts about that. A grizzly bear can run over 30 miles per hour. They actually clocked one time that was running after something across a field. To put that in perspective, Usain Bolt, the Olympic sprinter, runs at about 27 miles per hour. So you're not going to escape it trying to run. They also climb trees and they swim. There's no escaping these dudes. I'm just happy they can't fly. Now, if a grizzly doesn't get you, they also have wolves, and they have rattlesnakes that could kill you. And before anyone comments, I know rattlesnakes can't eat you. They could poison you. Stop typing. Number 5. Too much space. According to the U.S. Census, 46 of the 56 counties in Montana currently qualify as frontier counties. With an average population of 6 or fewer people per square mile. That's not a lot of people. Play your music as loud as you want. Run around naked in your front yard. Nobody's going to complain. You may get eaten by a grizzly, so be careful when you're doing that in your front yard. No one wants to see a naked man or woman getting chewed on by a grizzly. It's not a pretty sight. Number 4. The residents are armed to the teeth. Now, there are some gun laws in Montana, but you'd never guess it if you're new there. Now, I live in Portland, and I own a couple firearms. I probably don't need them, but I own them. And that's not a thing in Montana. You own them because you need them. You might also just enjoy them, but most people have them because they need them. Remember what I said in number 5 and number 6 about the living in a frontier county and the grizzlies? Yeah, you need a firearm. If you're in a frontier county, you need a weapon or two. Grizzlies rarely outrun bullets. Number 3, allergies. Now, if you're one of those people with allergies, that, you get the runny nose and eyes and all that, and a little hard to breathe every now and then, living in a city, when the snow melts in Montana, you're going to feel like you have mesothelioma. That's that lung disease that stops, you from taking in oxygen. Yeah, it gets bad. And if you're one of those people that says they don't have allergies, you may realize when you get to Montana, you do, when the snow melts. Number 2, the divorce rate. According to a recent survey, the divorce rate in Montana is around 30%. That means 1 in 3 marriages are ending in a courtroom. On a plus side, the ratio of women to men in Montana is about 50-50. So get yourself a Farmers Only account and start looking for the next Mr. or Mrs. Backwoods. You'll be a happy camper. It may be quite a drive to find the next Mr. or Mrs. Backwoods, but good luck. And number 1, you might get vaporized. There's a super volcano underneath Yellowstone National Park. If it ever has another massive eruption, anyone in the immediate area would be vaporized, as in cease to exist. They wouldn't even find your teeth. It could spew ash for thousands of miles across the United States, damaging buildings, smothering crops, and shutting down our power plants. Pretty much screwing up North America for quite some time. All flights would be canceled. It would be bad. That alone should stop a lot of people from moving to Montana. But who knows? It may never erupt again, so it might be for nothing. All right, Sarah and everyone else, that's my top 10 reasons not to move to Montana. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.